Good night, my peeps. Good night, coming to you from the Yardman Second Chance Show, where we inspire, inform, motivate, and educate. This program is here to talk about people who have done their time and have lived a reform life, people who have been deported, people who have come back from deportation and given a second chance in life, sinners, notorious sinners who have gone to God, God have changed their life. People who have been committing crime and out of the blue they become straight, get 9 to 5 and living a decent life and upstanding life. So you guys got your stories, you got something to share. You can call the Yardman Second Chance at 514-585-0150. Or you can call me, that's my Jamaican number, 876-869-4533. You can call me on WhatsApp, okay? So we can discuss your stories. So guys, younger guys that hearing these stories, don't go making them same mistakes. So you guys have laid the way for them, paved the path for them not to follow you, right? And go through what you've been through, right? So my friend called me today. He was supposed to come live and talk to me about his past, but in the end he get cold. He got cold feet. I don't know. Maybe he was drinking too much or something. He get timid. He didn't want to talk. So he was telling me his story about his past when he was a kid. He's an elder now, but he was telling me when he was a kid how he was a stick-up kid, doing pharmacies. Used to go check his friends at night, go on different works. When I say works, it's not a 9 to 5 work, right? He used to do all kind of stuff. He used to go to his friends, get 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 the tool, go stick up um pharmacies and stuff like that. And he did that for a while. He robbed jewelry parties. He do all kind of stuff. So one day he tell me this caused him to get a 9 to 5. He and his friends. I think it was three of them. He was telling me they went to rob this guy. It was I think it was a landlord or something. They went. Somebody told them about, so they gladly want to go. So they went to this house, and the persons weren't there. The house that the guy told them about, nobody was there. So they called the guy, and the guy told them, "Oh, it's the next street over." Three of them jumped in their car, went over there, run up in this man's house, which was supposed to be the landlord. But these landlords weren't the real landlords. Like the guys they set them up. These landlords were some thick, shave head, black man, tough, look like some ex-prisoners. These guys, my friend tell me the joke, I have to laugh, man. This was very funny. These guys run up into these men's house. They were like two big, thick men, they tell me. So the first guy, they said they had one piece, right? Three of them with one piece. So the guy with the piece, I think he said this guy was from Alman Town and he was from Waterhouse, and the other guy was from, I think it was Spanish Town or something like that. Three of them, right? They were young and in the wrong crowd. So the one from Alman Town, he had the piece, he ran up on the guy and popped the piece off on the guy. The guy, he said the guy make one swing with his fist and hit the guy with the piece through the glass door. Man, the other guy took off behind him, and the other guy who was standing behind the first guy who knocked out the guy with the piece, he attacked this guy that was telling me the story, and hit him straight in his forehead. He told me he has this bump just pop up in his forehead, right? He has this big bump like a fist pop up in his forehead, and it was going down. He told me he was so skinny, like he used to weigh 110 pounds. So imagine that, and a big thick guy knock him out, right? He said he was going down, and when he almost touched the ground, he heard something telling him in his head, "Oh man, you can't go to prison now. You can't go to prison again." He has been inside a couple of times. And he starts swinging his hands like a propeller, man, swinging his hands and cursing the guys and swinging his hands. And he saw the door open and run for the door. The guy shut the door on his heel and bust his heel string. So his foot was shut in in the door, and the glass that was broken before from the guy who the other guy punched through the door, he used his hands and trying to push back the door off his foot so he could run out. So by doing that, the glass ran into his hands and cut up his hand, right? And the door eased up, so he escaped and run. Man, the guy told me he had to run like 3 miles because he couldn't take a taxi, all blood up. He said he escaped out of the guy's house with no shirt on. The guys they tore all his clothes off. They tore his clothes off, trying to grab him, and he was in there fighting with the guys. So he got some a big punch in his forehead, swelling in his forehead, and then he got his heel string bust, middle of his hand, bust from glass thing that the splinters from the glass. His wrist was cut and he was all bleeding, and he has to run 3 miles to his home. He told me when he got home, his baby mother was pregnant. He said when he got home, he fell asleep in his couch, like maybe he said he reached at his home like it was 12 o'clock. And right away he got knocked out in his couch for like, he said it was like 4:30 in the morning. His baby mother come shaking him, asking what's wrong. Why didn't he come into his bed? He was all blooded up and stuff. Man, the guy told me from that day, it's like the punch he got in his forehead give him a second chance, change his mind from being a stick up kid. And from that day, since he was young, maybe 17, 18, he has changed course. Until now, he's like 50 something. He hasn't been committing no more crime. He's a changed person. So it seems like that punch he got in his head changed his thinking about sticking up people. So these stories are really funny, man. These stories are really funny. People call, but sometimes they don't want to come and share their stories. I wish they could share their stories because maybe I can say it the way like how it went, but it's close because that's what he told me. I remember most of it. So I would like to hear you guys live. Call me at 514-585-0150. You can call my Jamaican number. My number is 876-869-4533. You know what we do on this channel. We don't chat people business. We don't gossip. We just talk what's real. We talk real life stories. You've been to prison, you done your time, whatever time, you can call me and tell me how you did, how was your experience inside. If it's your first time, what happened, If you get deported, if you are a Christian, like you was the worst of worst sinners, and God changed your life. You can let the yard man know so we can motivate people who are going that way to change their life. 'Cause it's not the end of the road, right? You make mistake, you learn from your mistake, so you don't make the same mistake again. So that's what we are all about, right? So this is the Yardman Second Chance show. Thanks for watching and subscribe, like and share my channel so we can grow. And touch the notification bell so when I drop a story, you're the first to hear. Thank you for watching. Yard Man, I'm out. Peace.